Okay, so this is the reshoot because I had 8 videos on here already, and when I went to transfer the files, they just disappeared off the freaking computer, and I'd already deleted them off the GoPro SD card because they were already on my computer. Anyway, so this is a new and improved. It's not exactly, you know, store-bought, top-of-line stuff here, but I had an old GoPro telescopic little selfie stick type thing here. So I drilled a hole, pushed everything together, drilled a hole through all of the little posts so that I could put the string through it so that it wouldn't spin when I do this. This already has one handle on one side. The one side has a grip already, and then I just used duct tape on the other side. You can probably find something better, but at least this is better than the stir stick for the paint. When it's facing you, like this, you go like this, like you're pushing it forward, right? So like this. Alright. And I was only holding it up like that because the string was long. So, and the other one's tied to a weight. So they have these things called kettle weights. You might want to attach it from the center anyway, but this is another option, and these are nice because you can grab them. These other kettle weights, since these are on 10 pounds, these kettle plates here also have handles in them, make them pretty convenient. So you can also use these for what I was showing you at the gym. You take them like this, you go like that, take them like this, go like that for the forearms. This way, with the string facing out, you know how like toilet paper facing the wall versus facing away from the wall? Well, when you have them like this, then it's like the motorcycle throttle, zoom, zoom, and you know, towards yourself like that. So, and this is just, you know, don't cheat it. Make sure that both hands are working to turn it up. Then you're not just holding it, bracing it with one hand, and then spinning it with the one that's good, that's stronger. And I just put the tape on this side so it didn't spin in my hands when my hands got sweaty. It's remarkable how much it works your forearms out for your grip and everything. It's really taxing. I mean, this is just 10 pounds, but you do that enough times, you're really going to feel it, especially if you're doing it both ways. So, you know, you can kind of like just let it roll down like that. I mean, you could do the eccentric thing, but it's pulling. I don't know if it's really doing that much. But obviously, with it facing you, you're pushing towards the camera with your fist like this. Right, I'm just exaggerating right now. And then when you have it towards you like this, with the string out, you're pulling it like this. Each way you're going upward though. You're lifting the weight off the ground. I don't know if this, rolling it down, I mean you could fail it a little bit, but you might as well just lift on both sides and just do the, you know, towards yourself, throttle of like a motorcycle versus pushing it out like that. Alright, so this string, I mentioned this in the last time I made these videos. This is just a staking line for a tent. You know those stupid stakes that they give you that as soon as you hit them with a hammer they bend instead of going to the ground, because it's cheap metal from China? Well, this is a string that goes with that, so I just grabbed one of them because they're useless anyway, and I made this out of it. So any kind of paracord, any kind of rope, really, something strong enough to hold at least 10 pounds up. But this is sturdy enough. Now, the other thing that you can grab if you have the means to do so, they have these little bands here. This one has handles on it. I like the handles. There's a jet, of course, another jet, all day long. That's what they do. So if you stand on it, can you see that? No. If you stand on it, you can use it like this, and then turn around. can get your forearms like that. But you can also wrap it. And this is close, so we'll use this. Might want to do it again. But they could take it like this, get out a little bit from it, and do one of these guys. That's gonna help. Swing, you can take it like this too, right? And then go around and do the other one. Make sure you get enough so you're kind of out. You're pulling this way. You can do that. Bands work. They're cheap. They're lightweight. The resistance bands. I like the ones with the handles because they kind of set you up for exactly what we're trying to do here with the forearms. So, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but the airplane was going by. Which doesn't mean you can't see, just means you can't hear. This is a Major Fitness PL01. I'm only bringing this up because it's a really great bench I got for, I don't know, I think there was some deal on it. Maybe it's a fake deal where that's always a deal as long as you look hard enough and it's, I don't know. But it was a PL01 if I'm not mistaken. PL01 I think is the model number. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of adjustments that you can do on the seat and on the incline of the bench. So there's that. So that helps. These are just 15s. Right here. It almost feels like I've said this all before. Because I did. Hands down. Hammers. These are good for forearms and biceps. You can turn them palm down. And that's another exercise for your forearms. And remember, when you're wiped out from those, then you do this until you just can't hold on to it anymore. You can turn it that way. You can even turn it that way. But when you get all tired out, you might want bigger weights for that, but what else? Besides that is the cross. So this is kind of what they call the brachialis exercise. Brachialis exercise. And kind of coming across your body like that. You can go one and then the other, or you can do a series like maybe 3 here, and then do 3 with the other one. But it does a different part of your bicep and a different part of your forearm, rather than going straight up like this, or even going hammers. When you go across the body like this, it's working from a different angle, but it's working different muscle fibers. And if you're keeping the weight low in the first couple of sets, like I said before in the previous video, you're training your body for the motion more than if you just did heavy weight, 3 sets, 10 each, and then called it a day. If you can do 20, 30 at a lower weight, you can do variations like that. Then when all is said and done, you go and you get these in, which is similar to what we were doing with the weight on a string. And again, the only other thing that I would add to this would be a dumbbell carry. And that should be pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show that next. Alright, let's see how far away I got this stand. I guess if I tilted it, I wouldn't have to stand that as far away. Right? Yeah. So, simple. You always bend down with your knees, not with your back, obviously. Trying to keep your back straight. Lift them up. And then literally just exactly what it says, or what the name implies. You just walk with these as far as you can. So, as I mentioned before, if you have the rubberized ones, if you had to put these down in a hurry, there's less of a chance that you're going to crack concrete or a tile or something. But if you're just like walking around your pool or whatever, going around, you know, whichever way, however way you do it. But the walking motion is going to constantly be pulling down on these, right? So that's where you get your resistance, plus holding for a long period of time. It's like walking groceries inside, except most grocery bags aren't 40 pounds each, and you're not carrying 80 pounds extra body weight around with you. But these will be good for grip as well, very good for grip, because you'll start to feel that slip right away. Like the first thing that happens before you get tired with your muscles is your grip is going to slide. So when you're going to set them down, of course, same deal, straight it back, nice and easy, ta-da. But those are called dumbbell carries, and that'll be a good complement to these, this, and then the brachialis and the raises I showed. The incline bench is nice because you're already laying there, so all the hanging exercises, you can't really use your legs in it, so you can't cheat with other muscles in your back and your legs to help you get the weight up. That's what's good about having the incline bench and laying on it flat, stomach first. If you get kooky and explorative, you can also, this is what they call a kettle ball. So it has handles on it, right? So you can actually put your resistance band through that. I like the handles, I prefer the handles. You can take it like that, or like that. But the resistance band has resistance on it anyway, so the weight is kind of unnecessary. If you can wrap it around something, you can get the same effect out of it. But just one way. These things are cool anyway, and you can do that with this too. You know, the bands are gonna flap around because I didn't take it off, but you can take it like that. But the kettlebell is nice because it using your core, you know, doing these. I found one of these and it was on OfferUp a long time ago, but normally these things are kind of pricey. I've got one more ball that's 12 pounds, but it doesn't have the handles on it, but it's one of those kind that you bounce. This one's pretty cool though. It's called a SA Gear.